Hi everyone, my name is Heather and I just want to share a little video with you guys today about some gift ideas. Now I know there's tons circulating the internet. There are lots of do-it-yourself gift ideas, but these are the main cool ones because you can use essential oils. So it's really nice to have something that's natural and that people can use and they like. And people really like homemade, thoughtful gifts. So the first one I just want to share with you are bath bombs. Those are or they could be called bath fizzies, the things you throw in for a good bath that has a fizzling bath. And then even if you don't have a tub, you can still use them in the shower. So the water will just dissolve it and you'll still get the aroma of the oils. So what's really cool about doing gifts with essential oils is that it doesn't just smell good or it's a froofy gift for girls or something, but it's actually therapeutic benefits to having the essential oils in them. So it's great. So it's more than just something that you would get from the store, because they usually just have the synthetic kind of oils and they don't really do much except smell. And even with some of those, people get headaches and stuff from them. So it's really cool to make your own. It's not that hard. For the bath bombs, this is what you need right here. You find the citric acid at most major supermarkets in the canning section. And then the rest of the stuff you should have around your house anyway. So it's pretty simple. Just follow the instructions there. And what's great about a video like this is you can just pause it and jot down notes on the things that you're interested in. So I don't have to read it all to you because you can see it for yourself. But and you can add any kind of essential oils that you think they would like, or you can just go with the main ones that most people like lavender, are good for all the bath ones. So you just mix them all together. You could also add food coloring if you wanted to make the water turn color. Kids like to have that. You don't have to, but that's just an option. And then once they're all dried out, you can wrap them up. You can put them in a container like this. You can individually wrap them, put ribbons on them. You could do anything. And what's cool about all these gift ideas as well is you can use them for birthdays, for holidays, Mother's Day, for your best friend, coworkers. You can even make them for like giveaways, or if you do booths or church like bazaars, anything. You could, I don't know, possibilities are endless. And of course, bath salts. That's really a popular one too. So when it's added to the water, the salt helps to detoxify your skin. It balances your oils, improves circulation. It can help ease your muscle and joint pain. And the oils that you use, especially if you use ones like lavender and the calming ones, it helps to relax and relieve stress. That's why lavender is so common. There are other ones you could use too. You can just play around with what you want. And then if you do lavender, you can use purple food coloring if you wanted, just for it to look pretty like that, or also just be white. So all you need is the 3 salts here. And you can add dried lavender buds to it also for looks, but that's totally optional. And then 10 to 20 drops of lavender oil. And it's really simple. You just mix it really good, and you can put it in jars, bottles. You can decorate with labels, ribbons, twine. The sky's the limit. You can just use your creativity, and people love it because these are things that are consumable. And so getting these for gifts is awesome because you can do this a lot. Another one is a bubble bath. I know, like, my daughter's really sensitive to the bubble bath that they sell in the stores. So this is great for all ages. Because like the ones in the stores, the commercial bubble baths they have artificial chemicals and fragrances and stuff, and they can irritate your skin. So making your own with essential oils is a good way to help reduce chemicals in your home as well, and they're gentle on your skin. And of course, once again, you could customize it for your favorite oil, or if you know what they like, you can add any kind. Lavender, once again, is common for relaxing. You can add citrus scents, or peppermint to help wake you up if people like the invigorating type. And the soap and the glycerin can be purchased at your local health food store. And then just water and your oil. And so you just mix it all together, put it in a glass container. You always want to use glass containers with essential oils anyway. And just add 1/4 to 1/2 cup to your bath. Now, one thing about the homemade bubbles, they won't give you the big, huge, fluffy bubbles that last forever because they don't have the synthetic ingredients to make them do that. But this is a chemical-free bath, so it'll give you enough bubbles for a relaxing, therapeutic bath to enjoy, but don't expect those huge, big, poofy things that you get with the stuff you buy in the store. Which is, with all these bath products, it's great to use these natural products anyway, because your skin is your biggest organ and you're soaking this stuff into your system. So you want to make sure you're not putting garbage in there, especially if you're sensitive to that. A body spray is super simple to make as well. This is an all-natural one. It won't give you a headache from the chemical smells in the synthetic sprays. You just use distilled water, some witch hazel, and essential oil. And then a glass container. You want at least an 8-ounce size. You can find them anywhere on Amazon or any kind of website. You can decorate them. There's different colored jars. You can do so much to it. And just shake it before you use it, and that's it. So energizing, if you want an energizing body spray, here's some recommendations. You could do 15 drops of grapefruit with 5 drops of lavender. That's more of a wake me up blend. If you want more relaxing, comforting, you can use cinnamon and wild orange. That's fun around fall in the holidays too. And then for brain power, it has patchouli in it, so it's not like made for the super awesome smell because not everyone likes that. But the rosemary and patchouli are great for your brain, for memory and concentration and all that. So maybe for kids. And the peppermint wakes you up. So that's why it's called brain power. So those are just some ideas. You can play around with it. You can add ones to whatever you personally like. If it's someone you don't know that well, then just stick to more common ones. Like the energizing one is a great one because it has that fruity scent. Body wash is another great one. You can get glass pump bottles too to put these in, and use the soap and the glycerin with a fraction of coconut oil, which is regular coconut oil, but it's always a liquid state. So the molecules are just broken down a little bit more, and you can find that most anywhere as well with your favorite essential oil. Just combine all the ingredients, and then before you use, you just shake before you use, and because they'll separate. So this is another great one that doesn't have chemicals, dyes, all those fragrances that can irritate your skin. So it's a great, you can play around with the oils too to mix it up. You can put ones in for the morning to wake you up, or maybe if you want to take a shower or bath, whatever, at night to calm you down. It's also nourishing to your skin because of the coconut oil in it. And the glycerin helps the body wash be thicker and creamier, and it lathers better. So that's why that's added in there. So some examples that you could use for morning pick-me-up. You could do peppermint, grapefruit, lime, or eucalyptus. And then for the calm down oils at night, you can make a wash with lavender or any of those other ones too. Those are common. So those are some ideas. Whipped foot lotion is excellent for dry feet. Has some good stuff. Totally, you can use it anywhere on your body, of course, but it's great for the feet. The feet get the driest, especially I know in summer. It's really hard to keep them moisturized. So you can put a bunch on your feet with socks at night before you go to sleep, and that totally helps. That's like the best way to use it. So you have the recipe there, the beeswax, cocoa butter. Add all those together, except for the essential oils. You put it in a saucepan and you just stir until they're combined. Once they're all melted together, you remove from the heat and let them rest. And then you add the oils and stir. So you need to let the mixture come to a solid, so you could put it in the fridge to help it go faster. And then once it's solid, you use a mixer to whip it. So you start out slow and you go to high speed and you whip it so it's all light and fluffy. And you can put in a little glass jar. You can add ribbons and any kind of decoration to that. The coconut salt scrub. This is great for exfoliating. So if you have dry skin or just dead skin, you need to bring it back, make your skin better again. You can just add these together. and mix it or melt it, mix it, and then add the essential oils last. And then you let it solidify. You can put it in the fridge again to help speed up the cooling process. Then you stir it well, and then you just store in an airtight container. So whenever you need it, you can just rub it on and then rinse with warm water. Super easy. Once again, you're putting good stuff on your skin. So there's no added extra anything. So, and then it has the pink from the Himalayan salt. So it looks pretty. Potpourri is always a classic. It's always a favorite. You could give it for anyone, neighbors, friends, workers, coworkers during the holidays. You can put in so many different things, jars, bottles. You can really go to town with ideas. You could just look on Pinterest for some ideas of how to decorate with potpourri. So all you need to do is get your favorite spices and herbs. And here's on the left, it just shows some ideas of the basic common ones I recommended. And then you put them in a bowl and then add a few drops of your favorite essential oils. And there's some recommendations of what are common or good. And then you just mix it up. That's it. And then when you gift it, it's cool because the scent, it stays in there because the jar's closed. And then when it fades, when they use it, just tell them to just add a few more drops of essential oil. You can even, if they don't have oil, you can do a little sample bottle or whatever, put some in and add it to the potpourri jar for the gift so they can add more to it when it fades. So you just add another couple drops to it. And you can even do you can put potpourri in a little pot of simmering water too, like during the holidays, and it makes your whole house smell. It's really good. I love that. Love doing that with the cinnamon. Another great idea is aromatherapy jewelry. They're made out of glass or wood, but most commonly it's out of natural clay because the clay absorbs essential oils like terracotta clay. You can make earrings, necklaces, bracelets, beads, pendants, anything. And then once the clay is sculpted and dry, you can add the oil of your choice to it. So it's that simple. And then the oil absorbs into the clay, and then you get to smell and experience it all day. So it's like having your own little personal diffuser. So it's really cool. You can use this. You can make air fresheners too for the car if you wanted to. Christmas ornaments, keychains, anything. And then when you're not wearing the jewelry, you can store it in your dresser drawers or closets, and it keeps your clothes smelling great too. So there's so many uses for this, and people really like it because this is really a personal handmade gift. And so this is your list of what you need. So terracotta clay, I found it at Joann's. I mean, you can get any kind. You can get the kind that you bake in the oven or air dry. I use the one I tried the air dry one. Sandpaper, little stamps for the designs. I just use a toothpick, string. There's so many different kinds of string that you can use. You can get creative with that. So what you're going to do, there's a lot of directions here, but basically you just rub the clay till it gets soft and then roll it out, and then use something with the little size that you want to cut it out. And then once it's cut out, then you put your stamps in there for whatever designs you want. And the toothpick is to poke the hole for the string for the necklace or whatever you're going to use. And then if it's air dry, you just let it air dry for a few days or whatever the directions say. And then the clay will turn dark when you know it's all the way through. And make sure you make them thick enough. It may take longer to dry, but I made some that were so thin for the kids, and then they broke in half easy. So you have to be careful with that, depending on who you give them to. Or you bake them, but be careful not to over bake. And then once they're all the way dried, then you can use sandpaper to lightly smooth away the edges on the outside. Then they're done. And then to make it into the necklace here, because you punch the hole in there for your string, here's some picture guides. I have to rely on pictures or else I don't get it. So I put these down there. So you just thread them through like that to loop it, and you have your necklace. And then the little beads that you can make, you don't have to do this kind of closure. You can make other ones, but this one's pretty simple. You just knot the bead on there and make the little loop. And so it looks truly handmade. And these things sell on Etsy for as much as you want. It depends. Some were like $7, and there's others that were up to 30. You could add, if they're for a friend or someone, you can even add like glass beads on it. You can decorate them. There's so many things you can make. These, you can just make the clay beads for the bracelets with the glass beads and mix them, and you can drop the oil straight on the beads too. So now that's all done, then you just put a drop of whatever essential oil you want and rub it all around on it. And then that's it. And so cool because you wear it and you smell it throughout the day. And it's a great present for kids too, like who have attention issues. You could put all the oils on there that help concentration, and they can wear that. And it's a cool thing. You can make these. You can had a stamp that had a shark fin I made for my son. So that's a great way too, that it looks like a cool thing. It's not sissy or anything. And then you could put those concentration oils on there when they go to school. So it's good for kids as well. So possibilities are endless. You can do whatever you'd like with those. And then if I throw in a few ideas for kids, of course, Play-Doh is the easiest. You just need flour, colored water, so you can have the different colors, salt, olive oil, cream of tartar, and essential oils. I think the cream of tartar helps it not to go hard and dry as fast, I've noticed. So you just combine them in a saucepan, except for the oils, and stir over medium heat, and then just continue to stir until it forms into like the solid, and then let it cool on parchment paper. And then you can add your essential oils to it and knead it, and it's fun, and they get aromatherapy while they're playing, so it's great. If you want your kids to sleep, make a lavender one and they'll get sleepy while they're playing. And then you can just store it in an airtight container and it'll last for months. So that's a great one. Flubber is another one, that stretchy, weird stuff. You can use school glue, borax, essential oil, food coloring, and warm water. Now, this is a lot of fun, and it helps. The kids like to play with this too, because it kind of melts into a ooze and stretches. And of course, this is all natural, but borax itself can be toxic when ingested. So make sure to supervise the kids while playing, or don't let little kids play with the flubber, the bigger ones. If you're concerned about using borax, then you can just make slime, which doesn't include borax. And on step 2 here, when you combine the borax in there, make sure you only add the 1/4 and 1/8 teaspoon. Because if you add more, the flubber will be thicker and it won't stretch as much. It won't be as much fun. So the slime, this is the borax-free one. This is non-toxic and great entertainment too. It's a mixture. It goes between a solid and a liquid. So I use cornstarch, and it's weird because you touch it and it's like solid, and you grab it and pick it up and it turns to a liquid slime. For color, the dried herbs, that's optional, but you can add that to it. Spirulina powder you can use to make the green slime, and then the beetroot powder for red slime. And then when you add essential oil, you can add whatever you want. Lime oil is a good one to use. And stuff's really gross, but kids love it. And then moon sand. This is super simple. 3 ingredients. It can last for a week when stored in a container with a lid. And it's really messy, so it's an outdoor activity. It's perfect for like summer and when you want the kids out of the house. And so you just need flour, vegetable oil, and essential oil. And you can use any kind, of course. Lavender is just the go-to. So just mix it, and then when you have the right consistency, then you're done. So those are the kid ones. So that was just a few. I know there's a whole bunch of gift ideas out there circulating, but these are like the most popular, having to do with essential oils. So it's so cool to make something homemade for people. They love the fact that you took some time on them. And using the essential oils is great because you're giving them health benefits as well. So it's all natural. You don't have to worry about sensitivities. Kids and adults can use these, and they're consumable. So you can remake them for people, or use different colors or scents or packaging ideas. So anyway, this is my website, dropsofhealth.com, and my phone number. You can call or text me if you have questions about more ideas or about oils. And on my website, there's also a contact form where you can email me. So you can ask that, and I have more videos out there for using essential oils for lots of things: pregnancy, birth, babies, back to school. There's lots of things out there. Cleaning with oils. So go ahead and check out that stuff and just contact me if you have any questions. All right, thank you, and have a good day, you guys.